Good evening, good morning, and good day. And thank you so much for once again choosing to spend a little bit of your time with me. In the news today, failing schools, destroyed cemeteries, anti-vaxxers again, and more. This is disgusting, and the teachers should be punished. Now, quick interjection here. As an old teacher, having read through this article and everything going on in it, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. However, I don't think the teachers should be punished. I think the teachers need a major course on, basic things like ethics and humanitarian care and children's well-being and their duties as caregivers and guardians. But punishment for the teachers is going too far. The school's receptionist that is involved in the story, she needs to be punished and lose her job. Mum slams school after her son is forced to poo behind a bush when teachers refuse to unlock toilets during class. Now, why the toilets are locked during lessons is beyond me. That seems like basically a form of abuse. Schools aren't meant to be prisons, you know. Mum slams school as son 12 years old, so that's for us UK people like year 8 or the end of year 7, but at this time of year, so he's probably in year 8 or else one of the oldest kids in year 7, has been forced to poo behind a bush after teachers refuse to unlock toilets during class. Insane. The boy, 12 years old, was suffering from diarrhea, but the school's policy of having a lockdown on all the toilets during classes forced the boy to find somewhere else to relieve himself. That is embarrassing and humiliating, and will probably leave the kid with years of therapy getting over that. The teacher had let him out of the class to go to the loo, but the school receptionist refused to give him the key. That was not their call to make, whatsoever. Disgusting. He was then caught short as he returned to class and was forced to go behind a bush near the school block. This happened at Treorchy Comprehensive in Wales. They say that the toilets are locked during lessons, but added it was examined the policy after the complaint. The youngster's mum told the Wales Online he had diarrhea and didn't want it to run down his leg, so he just had to go find a quiet area outside. It breaks my heart to think someone could have seen him. As far as I'm concerned, it's neglect by the school. Yes, it is. She added he wasn't ill when he went to school, but had a bellyache after lunch and said it was quite acute. If a kid says they have a bellyache, need the toilet, again, as somebody who used to be a teacher, that kid's out of my class and go in the toilet. And after they've gone to the toilet, I'd advise them to go to matron. You do not want kids with diarrhea hanging around in your school. That's how you get outbreaks of things like norovirus. That's how you end up having to shut down the school for a week. That's how you end up with 30 kids absent from the year instead of just 1 or 2. Come on, guys. This is basic. Very basic. Not gonna lie, it's actually one of my all-time goals in life to maybe be a head teacher of a school one day, because I know I'd be a good head teacher. I know I would. It'd be a really good school. Just would. The main point of a school that I ran would be the kids being happy. Nothing else. Education is important, and if they're happy, they're going to learn things better. It's obvious! Jesus. This is a health and safety issue. He could not wipe or wash his hands. Disgusting. A spokesman for the 1,644 pupil school said, there are 9 sets of toilets located across the school site, and most of these are locked during lesson times to ensure all pupils have access to all the highest standards of toilet facilities when they wish to use them upon request. You shouldn't have to ask to go to the toilet. Adults don't have to do that. Start teaching these kids adult responsibilities, and it should just take raising the hand saying, Miss, I need to go to the loo. And, if it's not like completely urgent in the middle of the lesson, like they're delivering a lesson at that point in time, once they've settled down to work, yeah, let them go to the toilet. It's really not the end of the world. Seems like Jeff Bezos really needs to keep hold of all of his sweet Skrilla. World's richest man cuts health benefits for 1,900 Whole Foods workers. Nice move. What it is Jeff Bezos, the world's richest man, is cutting health benefits for part-time workers at Whole Foods. This move will leave more than 1,900 people without health insurance. So the same guy that got away with not paying billions of dollars in tax last year is now also scrapping healthcare for anyone not working full-time. Know who that's going to affect? It's going to affect those who most need it. It's going to affect those who can't work full-time. It's going to affect mums. It's going to affect single parents. It's going to affect the disabled. You're a fucking cunt, mate. Ooh, have a nice look at this smiling little prick. Hong Kong police shot citizens from height and laughed afterwards. Look at him. He's like, ooh, did that hit? Oh yeah, I got one of them. I got one of them. Great shot, eh? The respect for human life that some people have, it's nil. It's literally less than zero. And I think if you don't respect human life, you're probably not worthy of being respected as a human. My local cemetery was vandalised the other day. Lanterns, statues, crosses and tombstones ruined or damaged. It's fucking disgusting that. I, as you know, am not religious in the slightest. I personally, when I die, I'm hoping that I have two kind of crazy ideas. So either Viking burial at sea, to get me started cremating on a wooden boat. Get me on a wooden boat, sail it out to sea a little bit, and then get somebody to shoot it with an arrow from afar, flaming arrow, and burn me out at sea, because that would just be really cool. But then more realistically, what I'd actually like to do is just be cremated and then have my ashes spread around a nice local forest. Good for the soil and that in it. But despite that, I think things like this are just tragic and disgusting. There's no need. This is senseless. This is emotionless. This is remorseless. This is truly barbaric. We should respect our dead. We really, really should. Even if you're not of the same religion of them, you really should have a little bit of respect for the dead and a little bit of care. Because their relatives still live on. And these things, these monuments, they're there for those who still live, to pay their respects and have somewhere to remember and go and seek solace and seek comfort. And to destroy that and to trample on that, you're not just disrespecting the dead, you're disrespecting the living. And as stated previously, I feel like those who have no respect for human life probably aren't worthy of that same respect themselves. I usually don't call people piece of shit for their beliefs, but this is an exception. Interracial is like bestiality. Sure, you can do it, but it's fucking disgusting, and you're a subhuman freak if you do it. No, you are a subhuman freak for holding beliefs like that. What the fuck is wrong with you? How can you actually think something like that? I am shocked and flabbergasted that people like that still live in our day and age. It really does upset me. All I can say is I really hope they don't breed and they wipe themselves out of the gene pool. But it's highly unlikely. Let's be realistic. These people are normally the sorts that end up sowing their seed far and wide and having like 7 or 8 fucking children, none of which they know. And just, why? What's black and white and cunt all over? This fucking cunt. British trophy hunters slay at-risk zebras and post sick snaps on Facebook. Complete filth, complete waste. Zebras are beautiful, beautiful animals, completely harmless. The only good that ever comes of something like this is Ricky Gervais later slaying the guy on Twitter, because that guy's a genius. Guy's fucking genius. Sticking a pad on a public bench, fucking vile. Yeah, that's disgusting. Because persistence is key, right? Pervert caught by 4 separate paedophile hunter groups trying to meet girls. Finally, this guy is being sent to jail and tried. It's only taken 4 paedophile hunter groups to nail this guy for the police to finally take it seriously. Only 4! I'm really not one for vigilante justice, and I think that these paedophile hunter groups can do things a bit wrong, but when they're using no form of violence and are just using a lot of evidence and reporting these guys to the police, could the police please take it seriously? Thank fuck these were paedophile hunters. If it hadn't been, That would have just been 4 little girls this guy would have molested. Fuck's sake. More grave destruction. Whoever does this are real pieces of shit. Mum feels forced to move baby's grave to a different cemetery after repeated theft and vandalism. This happened in Wales. Wales is having a rough time of it today. Woo! Not doing well in the valleys, are you, boyo? This guy telling women how not to ruin their own vaginas and that younger girls look better and don't look like beef curtains, but he's not a paedophile. Right, we'll get in on this one in a sec. Modern vaginas are just as repulsive as their bearers. All historically depicted pussies are neat and tucked. They didn't have massive dildos or sex with countless men, and no pedo, but no young prepubescent girls have roast beef. This shit only happens after they start jamming shit up there. Girls, when you put your tampons in, do it delicately. Too many of you pull the vagina to the side too roughly. Of course, doing that is going to cause the flaps to become worn and become loose and dangle. You fucking stupid, repulsive cunts. God damn, yous are so stupid. You can't even handle taking care of your vagina without men having to tell you what to do. Fucking idiots. If I've ever seen mansplaining, that's the ultimate mansplaining. Holy shit, right, mate. Vaginas are vaginas and they just look the way they look. It's genetics. It's nothing to do with how used they've been. A girl can be a complete virgin and have, as you would refer to them, these beef, just roast beef. Oh, you're disgusting. You're fucking disgusting. I hate that term. I actually hate that term. Don't call vaginas fucking beef curtains and what. It's disgusting. You're actually disgusting. Go fuck yourself. You're never going to sleep with a girl. That's the only thing I can say. Most girls tend to be able to fucking disgusting, creepy incel twat neckbeards like you from a mile away, fortunately. Jesus Christ. And a guy like you obviously isn't going to have sex with a prostitute because you'd be too afraid to. You fucking pathetic cunt. Honestly. Right. Vaginas just have many different shapes and appearances. There are hundreds of different ways a vagina can look. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different ways a vagina can look. And no, it is not your responsibility to be attracted to every type of one. It is not your fault if you see a vagina and you find it doesn't turn you on, and then you see another one and you find that does turn you on. However, you shouldn't use that as an opportunity to mock or deride any fucking woman. You fucking piece of shit. Every vagina, in its own way, is beautiful. They don't get stretched out by having sex with loads of different penises. Seriously, you can have sex with a woman every single day for countless years in a row, and her vagina will stay exactly the same as the day you first met her. Seriously, it will be perfect. No different. You guys, if you think things like this, you're stupid fucking virgins. And if you're an adult and you hold beliefs like this, then what the fuck is wrong with you? Educate yourself. Seriously. Seriously. Grow the fuck up. Pathetic cunts. Ugh. No, the word cunt is too good for you. I'm going to stop calling people like you cunts. It's actually too good for you because I love cunts. They're wonderful. Pussies are great. Vaginas are brilliant. You're wasps. You're mosquitoes. You're a mosquito. A blood-sucking parasite that serves no use other than spreading plague and disease and misery. Edgy witchcraft book calls for animal abuse. What the fuck? This is like some fucking meme book that you can buy on Amazon and is for Wiccans and things like that. And just seriously, don't do this, you cunt. To cause suffering to an enemy, obtain a toad as well as some of the hair of your victim, tie them to the left leg of the toad, and put the animal into a covered pot. As it suffers, the enemy will suffer. When it dies, he will die. But if you wish your enemy only to suffer and not die, remove the hair from the leg of the toad and let it go. No, don't do any of that, you stupid fucking twat. Piece of shit. Childhood vaccinations fall across every major illness amid rise of anti-vax movement. Brilliant. They're doing it. Every single one of the vaccinations has gone down. in the amount it's been used this year compared to last. What the fuck? We're actually going to go back to the Dark Ages at this rate. Great. Brilliant. Yay. Why are people like this? Why? Darwin Awards won that one. And so to end on another bit of more uplifting news, I suppose we could call it. This one again, still featuring a total piece of shit, but a lovely piece of instant karma. Whoo boy! Let's embrace this moment wherein we see a horrible, nasty, abusive stepdad slap his wife just for the son to fucking knock his fucking dick ass out cold. Boy, one punch! One punch! Ha! Yes! Looks like he's studied some boxing actually. That was a proper punch. Bam! Well done. I hope your mum leaves that jackass. Congrats. Oh! Tasty. Tasty punch. Oh! Alright, that'll do for now. It's been a pleasure as always. I think this ending on a little bit of something a little bit more uplifting is good. It puts me in a really good mood at the end. I like that. Nice. Next video, going to be doing another demo destroyer because even if I get no views, I really enjoy doing that. And yeah, it's really fun. So I'm going to be checking out Medieval next, as that's coming out soon. And there is a demo out on the PS4 store. And yeah, exciting times. Let's get ready for some medievaling together, boys. Catch you in a bit. Peace.